So Wealdstone 0, Oxford City 2. Manager Mark Jones joins me as always. Mark, a 2-0 victory. Not only the manner of the result, but a clean sheet with a patched up defence. You must be delighted this evening.
No, really pleased, and I thought the boys worked ever so hard today. I thought 1 to 11, you couldn't really accuse anybody of not putting a real shift in. I thought our attitudes were very good, and I thought we deserved to win the game. Obviously Wealdstone put us under a bit of pressure in the last sort of few minutes with balls in our box, but I felt we deserved it today. Our attitudes were great. As you've mentioned, Ben Jefford coming in at centre half after sort of not playing for about a month now, was tremendous. But I don't really want to single too many individuals out today, because I thought it was a very good team performance. I'm pleased with all of the boys, and big 3 points.
And 6 wins in your last 7, Mark, and the only blot on that was Boxing Day against Hungerford, but that is a really good form, almost dare I say playoff chasing form.
Well, I think we've got to believe now, haven't we? We've played sort of everybody now, and I don't believe that we should sort of fear anybody, and that's not getting too carried away, because as I've said before, football can turn around and bite you if you get too confident. But we've got to believe. We're in a good place at the moment, and we just got to keep it going. Is what we're trying to do.
And the spirit in that dressing room, I heard the Sweet Caroline being played again there, probably a bit better than your good old-fashioned Chaz and Dave stuff, but there is a really good team spirit as well, which is really important to getting these points.
You've got to have a bunch of lads who want to work for each other. They've got to be motivated, and that's very, very important. You can have all the ability that you want, but if you haven't got that hunger and desire, you're going to struggle at any level. We're pleased with the lads' work rate and application, and at the moment things are going well for us, but we're very much aware that things can change very quickly if you don't continue to apply yourself, to stay humble, to stay hungry and motivated, and that's just the message we keep drip feeding into the boys. But I thought first half we perhaps could have had a couple more. We got into some good positions, and I said to the players at half time, if there's one criticism, we need to do better with our final pass. We kept going, and I thought there was a really good bit of play from Bobson for Cabby's second goal. And I did. I'll always try and give an honest assessment. I thought we deserved it today.
And 2 very different goals for Cabby today. He's obviously scored a lot of good quality goals this year. That first one though, sort of keeper trying to clear it, hitting Cabby and bouncing back into that. I guess he'll claim all of them, but that was really important early on. Yeah,
and I think sometimes Bobby will say, the Wealdstone manager, that's just their luck at the moment, and we did have a bit of good fortune there, but I was screaming at Cabby to go and shut the keeper down, because it was a sort of a backwards pass from the halfway line, and I just thought, go on, have a gamble and put him under pressure, and a little bit of luck there, and it's hit him and gone in, which is always gratefully received, obviously. But well done to Cabby for chasing it down, and he got his rewards there.
We touched on it at the start of this interview, Mark. It was a very patched up defence today. Joe Oster obviously beginning a 4-match ban, which is perhaps a little harsh for the indiscretion against Truro. But you mentioned to me before the game Udoka Godwin Malife playing in the centre half position there with a back injury. Ben Jefford coming into the side having been out with an Achilles injury. It really was not a backs to the wall performance, but it was a really good positive performance from all those boys today.
No, it was, and I'm not going to sort of lie and say that I wasn't slightly concerned before kick-off, because Ben perhaps not an out-and-out centre half, although he can play there, but the fact that he hadn't really played much football recently, and we were slightly concerned, but they probably allayed any of our concerns with their performances today. Again, Udoka, I know I mentioned him quite a bit, but sometimes we forget that he's just 18, and some of the performances he's putting in are incredible, to be honest. So my only sort of concern, to be quite honest with you, now January is coming up, is whether we're going to. I'm sure that we're going to have a fight to keep hold of some of these players. We're young, we're doing well. I'm sure clubs will be looking, but we want to keep this momentum going as a club. We are in the playoff positions now, and why not sort of believe and try and keep it going? And that's what we'll be trying to do.
Just finally then, so you've ended the year in 7th position. I'm sure you'd have taken that back in August at the start of the season. On to New Year's Day, the first game of 2019, and hopefully a chance for you to put a few things right against a Hungerford side that were a little bit feisty on Boxing Day, and hopefully get another 3 points there.
No, that's right. You know, obviously we played Hungerford very recently, and it was a tough game. Yeah, we've just got to keep concentrating on our own performance, keep trying to sort of, harness all of the good things we're doing. We have got some good energy and legs in the team. We want to keep that going, keep working on our style of play. You know, Hungerford, we know no game is easy at this level. It's going to be a tough one. They proved they're a decent side when we played them last week. But you know, hopefully we can take advantage of being at home. It doesn't always work out like that, but you know, it'd be nice to be at home after 2 away games. But I think if you would have said to us before, you know, Boxing Day, that you know, out of these 2 away games we'd come away with 4 points, you'd probably take that, because you know that's averaging then 2 points a game, which is good form. So, but we have to back it up, and if we want to stay as a top 7 team, we know we have to keep winning week after week. It's very, very tight. I think if you look at the table, there's probably about 8 or 9 teams that are all bunched up, and you know, that's the way it is. So we've got to keep going.
And as the lights go out, I think that tells me to end this interview. Mark, well done today. Good luck on New Year's Day, and hopefully 2019 will be very positive.
Thank you. Cheers.